Good morning. I'm Chaplain John Rollison, and thank you so much for joining us on Good Friday. From the Gospel of from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 14, starting with verse 32 through verse 35, they went to a place called Gethsemane, and Jesus said to his disciples, "Sit here while I pray." And he took Peter and James and John along with him, and he began to feel deeply distressed and troubled. "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death," he said to them. "Stay here and keep watch." And going a little farther, he fell to the ground and prayed that if possible, the hour might pass from him. "Father," he said, "everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will." In his book, Letters to Malcolm, C.S. Lewis brings up Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane on the morning before he was betrayed and then crucified. And he talked about the anguish that Jesus felt and the anxiety that he felt as well, knowing what was about to happen to him. And he brings out the point that is, if we ever feel anxiety, it's not a sin. Certainly, we understand that Jesus felt anxiety as well. And the reason I think it's so important to talk about this on this day is that we understand that it wasn't easy for Jesus to do what he did. He even prayed a prayer that he knew God would not answer the way that Jesus wanted him to, that God would take this cup away from him. But then he ended the prayer with this: "Not my will, but your will." Now, these events happened at about 4 o'clock in the morning. Just a little while later, sometime between 4 and 6 o'clock in the morning, Judas shows up with the temple guards. They took and told them who Jesus was after he kissed. He said, "The one that I kiss is the one that you're looking for." So he betrayed him with a kiss. And then they took him away to Caiaphas, where there was a trial. And then he went to Pilate, another trial. And then he went to Herod. Herod spoke to him for a little bit and sent him back to Pilate. Pilate had him tortured and ultimately crucified at about 9 o'clock that morning. And then around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Jesus died. But it doesn't end there. And then the reason we celebrate Easter is because we know that Jesus came back from the dead. And these events had to happen to save a world full of lost people. Till tomorrow, I'm Chaplain John Rollison.